on the finalscore.tv, and I am joined by my partner, Bruce Lloyd. We brought in the Ballard Beavers girls head coach, Ani Garaventa, and thank you both for being here with me. It was so much fun to talk about the first two games coming on, but it's even nicer to have somebody to share this time with. You know, we've been telling people all week long, come down here, share some time in the woodshed.
They're listening to you.
I like it. I was just looking at this crowd right here, and this is what we need at 3:45 on a Friday. Come down to the woodshed. We invite you to come. It's warm and cozy inside. It might be raining outside, but it's perfect basketball weather inside. So, Bruce and Ani, thank you for being here. And, you know, I've been talking to Bruce for the last 2 days. So I'm going to ask you, Coach, Semifinal Friday, these teams are going to play. If the winners today get to play in the championship, what do you do as a coach? Do you do anything special on a day like today to get your teams ready to play, or is it just apparent that they're ready to go?
You should just be ready to go. You definitely want to make sure that you know the scouting reports and stick to what got you to this point. So don't change anything up, but be aware of what the other team provides.
Well, and that's the thing is these teams at this point, Bellarmine Prep played yesterday and Rainier Beach played yesterday. They're both high seeds, so they didn't have to play on Wednesday. So they were able to, and they're both able to watch each other's games yesterday. So do you make any adjustments based on what you saw yesterday, or are you going deeper into the video and finding out what they did during the regular season?
I think a combination of both. You definitely have to balance off of the legs, right? Fresh legs versus playing all week. But yeah, you definitely look a little bit, kind of see what they've been doing, but also, you have to be ready to make in-game adjustments as well as what happened yesterday.
And Bruce, I don't mean to keep you out of the conversation.
No,
but
we got a special guest.
Well, and that's what I love.
Give her
I love when you bring friends to the table.
Yes.
I love that. Let's talk about the last 2 days and how we got here today. What has been your overall feeling of the WIAA 3A and 4A state championships here at the Tacoma Dome?
Well, I don't have the experience like you have of enjoying it so much, but now I know, and I'm hooked too. I'll be right here with you. And also, for days you've been talking about getting people down here, and getting people down here got me in trouble today, which I love. I'll deal with it.
Little southbound traffic comes from Seattle.
With it
I like that.
Because we've been telling people, come down. And I'm telling you, you go outside, I mean, they're using a shoehorn to put people in parking spots, if you can believe it. So I'm just excited. I'm excited for today. And, like I said, I've been just elated. I've been having so much fun. It's been just going too fast.
Well, we talked about cruising yesterday, and I had to tell my wife that I've been feasting on basketball for the 2 days, and this has way less calories than the buffet on the cruise.
Oh, yes, definitely.
It's just so good.
And I need to subscribe to that.
Oh,
I need to just feast on this only.
Ani, I've been telling them, I've been feasting on hoops for the last 2 days. I mean, that's why I got here at 10 o'clock this morning, is because I wanted to watch these games going as we get Kennedy Catholic with the ball on the north end of the floor, and they've opened up against the Davis Pirates. So we're going to have a great time watching these games, getting rolling on this as Rainier Beach and Bellarmine are just ready to tip off. So the girls' floor, like it's been the last couple days, been a little bit ahead of us. So that first ball off, and there's Davis with the ball. I think that was Paige Nadarski with the ball, getting it up. But, that's the thing. We get to watch a lot of basketball here. And for a coach, what kind of perspective do you bring to when you go watch games that aren't your teams?
I mean, it's awesome just to see the best of the best do it, right? So there's always things you can learn or grow from, and then maybe even take or try and implement based on who you have, and try to get to our team to get to this point. So learning from the best. They got here. I mean, Davis won it last year. They clearly know what they're doing.
Well, and that was going to be that is my next question is, from a coach's perspective, are you watching the teams and what they're doing, or are you paying attention to what the coaches are doing to make their adjustments and how they manage their players?
I think a little bit of both. When I'm here, it's hard just not to get soaked into the game and just get into it and just watch from a fan's perspective. But definitely, you know, when I go back and watch things, definitely pausing things, seeing the adjustments and making those, you know, small things as far as what they do or how those adjustments were made.
Well, and as a first-year head coach, again, this is Ani Garaventa. She's the head coach of the Ballard Beavers girls, playing in a very, very tough Metro League. So your first year, there's a lot of growing pains. There's a lot of newness to a first year and understanding where your support comes from, where your administration, and how just all the inner workings of the basketball. I don't think a lot of people understand how big it takes to run a basketball team. I mean, it's not just practice and games. I mean, these coaches, and I thank you coaches all the time for all the time you put in and impacting these kids in such a positive way. And I'm sorry, I got to quit saying that. I'm 63. You're student athletes, and I understand that. But I really appreciate the coaches and the administrators and all the people around the basketball programs that put into these student athletes' lives to give them skills that they can take with them beyond the basketball floor. And for you as a first-year coach, what are some of the pillars that you're looking to build and build around for your culture to be created about?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what we did this year is about hard work. So I think it was a bit of an adjustment for the girls as far as what has been done, as far as the level and the intensity that we bring. And then on the same side is you have to get the girls to buy in. And I think part of that is building the relationships and having the conversations with the players and getting to know them off the court, because then if they feel that they trust you and that there's a friendship side of it too, then they'll run through a brick wall for you. And that kind of goes back to the hard work side of things as well.
And that's it. I'm sorry, I get a little distracted with this basketball floor on me, right here in front of me, because Bellarmine with a bucket and then a three, 2.5 minutes in. It's 5:26 to go in the first. Rainier Beach with their second turnover, and Bellarmine up 5-0. And that's why I said you better pay attention to the Lions, because Rainier Beach, we saw Mount Si yesterday. The number one seed, they were the first number one seed on the boys' side, well, the first number one seed overall to get knocked out by Emerald Ridge, who's played on Wednesday. Now they're playing, they played yesterday and got the number one, and now they're playing in the semifinals. And Beach has to take this game serious. They were down by 5 at halftime yesterday, but they started out 1-8. And they dug themselves a little bit of a hole in the first half, which, you know, when you've got talent and you've got all that, it's okay to be that way, but I don't think they want to be complacent with this talented Bellarmine prep squad that Bobby Moorhead's got playing for him today. And Bruce, I don't know if you know, but Coach Moorhead, it's his birthday today.
Oh,
so a little extra incentive. I sent Coach Moorhead a text right off the bat this morning. It said, "Happy birthday!"
A big birthday surprise.
Absolutely,
Today. This would be a great gift.
He's looking at doing that. So you know what? We're going to take a quick break here, and we're going to watch some basketball, get a chance to see what's going on the north end on the girls' floor. I'm Nick Beckman. She's Ani Garaventa, and he is my good partner, Bruce Floyd. We are the FinalScore.tv. Make sure you stay tuned in all day long for updates, highlights, interviews, and live in-game action.